Hello, and thank you once again for joining me on the Waters Stanton video channel. My name's Peter Waters, my call sign is Golf 3 Oscar Juliet Victor. I've entitled this video, So What's Happening? Really it's an update video on what we've been doing at Waters Stanton, what I've been doing, and perhaps what we're going to do. Well, first of all, what has happened? Well, I've had a birthday. I was born in February 1943, so I'll let you calculate my age. But yes, another birthday. Happens every year actually. Yes, and I'm still enjoying riding my electric bike. Done 500 miles now. Mind you, at my age, you can justify an electric bike. I was sent something very recently. This is not QRP antenna matching unit. And it's made by Comet in Japan, and it looks really interesting actually. It's got 4 controls on the front. Interestingly enough, it's got a band or an inductor switch, but it's got 3 tuning controls. So once I've had a look at this, I'll tell you how it all works and what that extra tuning control is. And it matches both coax and end-fed wires. So that's something to look forward to, this Comet antenna matching unit. Now, something that has happened this week, Yaesu have announced their new cashback offer. And in particular, I would encourage you to take a look at the FT710. All the items in the cashback offer, not so many this time, are listed, but the item which really takes my attention is the Yaesu FT710, because it's such a fabulous HF transceiver. It's the lowest price base station HF transceiver Yaesu make. It's right at the top of the Sherwood Engineering receiver performance figures, and you get a cashback. So big saving. I think it's £85 cashback you get if you buy it before the 31st of May. And as I've said before on these cashbacks, don't forget that you can also do part exchange. So if you've got an old HF rig that you want to get rid of and you're interested in the FT710, you could get a really good deal. Cashback plus the part exchange price. So take a look at that. Now, something else that I'm looking at the moment, I think I'm going to call it pop-up antennas, because I'm rather interested in the possibility of having like a pop-up HF antenna, because so many of us now have got restrictions on what we can do, what we can erect in our gardens, or if you're watching from the USA, in your backyard. So I'm going to entitle this, I think it's going to be called Pop-Up Antennas. And I'm going to have a look at 1 or 2 interesting options. And I shall also be looking, in particular, at the Ampro HF mobile whips. We've got lots of them. But rather interestingly, they've also produced some HF high power models, 600 watts. So I'm going to look at these because I've got 1 or 2 ideas that may interest you. So it's going to be called Pop-Up Antennas, I think. Now, while we're talking about part exchange, let me underline the fact that we try and make part exchange very easy for you. If you've got an item that you want to part exchange, you've decided, let's say for example you want to buy the FT710 or the FT710 HF transceiver, and you've got a rig you want to part exchange, well, give us a call. Tell us all about it. Tell us what the condition's like. Is it working? Is it scratched? Have you got the original box? Have you got the handbook? Got the microphone? All the bits and pieces. And based on that, we'll give you a price. We'll give you an approximate price. And if that sounds like a deal to you, then we will take details over the phone if it's a credit card. We'll take details of your credit card and we'll charge you the full price of the FT710. We will deliver that to you, and at the same time we will collect from you your second-hand item, and provided it is as you describe, then we will then give you a refund on what we gauge to be the price over the phone. So it's very easy. If you want a transceiver, pick up the phone and you could have that transceiver within 24 hours, even with a part exchange deal. So give us a call and we'll do a deal over the phone. And we do deals, you know. We always try to do a bit for you if we can. I mean, some of the items we want a very tight margin, but if we can do something for you, then we will. I've been in the ham radio business now for 52 years, and I know that one of the things that's important to you is to get that gear quickly, and that's why we try and offer this really quick part exchange deal. So there we are. Take advantage of it. What else? The Yaesu, the new Yaesu FTM, let's get this right, FTM 510, the dual band transceiver. That will be in stock in the next few days. It may be in stock now, actually. Should be with us in the next few days. So if you're in the market for that new transceiver, give us a call or go onto our website and we'll be happy to supply you one of those. That's great, isn't it? Now, something that's really caught the attention of a lot of radio enthusiasts is the new Linko DJ-X100. We had a shipment of those and they went out straight away. We've had a larger shipment now, but they're going out pretty fast. It's a really nice scanner because not only does it scan the normal range from 30 megahertz up to 1300 megahertz with a few gaps, but it's also able to decode digital. I think it decodes the Yaesu and the ICOM digital modes. Take a look on our website, but it really has caught the imagination. It's a nicely presented radio, and it's probably one of the highest performing scanners currently available with a reasonable price tag. So take a look at that. That's the Linko DJ-X100E. Also, we've now got in stock, at least we did have this morning when I checked, the new IC7760. It's the ICOM HF flagship, and it's really some transceiver. The good thing about this is that it uses a remote control head. So it means to say that you can have the control head on your desk and the bulk of the transceiver, which is 200 watts by the way, the bulk of the transceiver underneath the desk or tucked away somewhere. And you can also connect it up to Wi-Fi, so you could have the transceiver well removed in another room somewhere and just be in the lounge or wherever with the control head. It's a really nice transceiver. It's top class. It's top class. It's the ICOM flagship. But take a look at it anyway. It's the IC7760. Now, something I regularly get asked as a result of these YouTube videos is, do we supply overseas? Yes, we do supply overseas. We supply equipment all over the world. I'll just put up on the screen now the starting carriage charges for various parts of the world, but we export all over the world. And I think I mentioned before that I sent an HF transceiver, FT710, would you believe? Keeps cropping up, that transceiver. FT710 to ZL Land, New Zealand, and that took 6 days to arrive, which is pretty good. That's the other side of the world. So if you're out of the UK, in other words overseas somewhere, and you're interested in buying from us, then please send us an email or give us a call, whatever, and we'll be happy to ship goods to you. Be very quick, and we'll do a decent deal as well. And of course, we will ship our tax rate. We have a UK tax rate over here, VAT we call it. I'm sure you call it in other parts of the world. But we will ship exclusive of the UK tax. So that means to say that any tax you have to pay will be paid in your country, and you don't pay the UK tax. So that's a great help to you. Range of items that's been selling consistently well has been the Rig Expert. The Rig Expert antenna analyzers in particular go extremely well. I use one myself. They're very rugged. They've got a lovely, nice, clear screen. They run off of internal batteries, but they seem to last an awful long time, these internal batteries. And if you're into any form of antenna work, where you want to adjust the antenna, you want to check the impedance, you want to check whether there's a fault on the coax, how long the coax is, etc., all sorts of things you can do, then take a look at the Rig Experts. We've brought the price down on some of them actually, so go on our website, take a look at the Rig Experts antenna analyzers. So what else have we got? Oh, masts, antenna poles, call them what you like. We've got a wide range of antenna support items, aluminium masts, fiberglass telescopic masts, and we've got two types of fiberglass masts. We've got the ones that you pull out and twist, which are very popular, and the brand that we do is called Spider Beams. I think we call them Spider Poles, but they're made by a firm called Spider Beams in Germany. I use a couple myself. They're very, very rugged, much better than some that are on the market. These won't break, they won't deteriorate. I've had one now for over 5 years outside, and it's still working wonderfully well. The other type we do, which is really nice, a bit more expensive, is the fiberglass masts that you pull out and then they lock. And they are really heavy duty masts. You could probably put a small VHF Yagi on top of those. And I may well cover those actually when I do my Popup antenna video, which will be out in the next few weeks hopefully. And so if you're in the market for a mast, we've got a tremendous amount of masts. And one final item which I was going to mention is power supplies. That's power supplies. We've got a very good range of power supplies. In fact, when I looked in our warehouse, I thought, have we got too many power supplies? But clearly we haven't, because we sell power supplies all the time. And we've got some really good power supplies for HF radios, starting from about 60 odd pounds. Really nice 22 amp power supplies. Go onto our website and key in power supplies, and I think you'll be surprised how many we've got. But power supplies have always been a good seller for us, and they still are a good seller. So there we are. So thank you for your support at Waters and Stanton. Do much appreciate it. We've been going, as I said, for 52 years now, and I still enjoy hearing from hams all over the world how that they've bought this and that from us, and they're very delighted with the service we give, and that we're still around, and I'm still around. But yes, we do take a pride in the way that we look after ham radio operators around the world. I can remember when we started, and I can remember the first order we got overseas, and I thought, gosh, how do I send an item overseas, and will it arrive? And I thought, well, I don't know. What about tax? Anyway, that's a long time ago. We regularly send goods all over the world now, and we also sell quantities of goods. If you're overseas and you are a trader and you're interested in buying bulk from us, then get in contact with us and we'll be happy to see what we can do for you. There we are. So in the meantime, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your support, and some interesting videos coming up. Don't forget to press the subscribe button. That's rather important because it tells you when there's a new video coming up. And I've got one or two good ideas. Well, I think they're good ideas anyway. And if you press the subscribe button and you're notified when they come up, you can then decide whether they are interesting or not. But we do our best at Waters and Stanton to serve you, and also with this video channel to keep in touch with you. So thank you for your support, much appreciated. You take care, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.